Good morning, everybody. Quickly, before we get into the video, I wanted to grab your attention to all the existing but also new viewers that we actually also around Cilinix Crypto have a Signal and a Premium group in which I share my own trades, in which I share daily updates on the markets, on altcoins, Bitcoin, XRP, everything. So if you're interested in knowing which coins to buy, which coins actually have potential, if you feel sidelines, but also if you want to be, alerted when a pullback becomes more likely, consider joining. Links will be down in the description. Right now we're running a limited time offer for a lifetime membership. So check that out. But for now, let's get right into the video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to the channel as well if you're new. And welcome to this new video and update on Ethereum. We're going to do a full update right here about the technicals mainly. There's a lot I can say about the fundamentals for Ethereum as well. I think it's I think fundamentally look. If the markets actually remain relatively strong like they are right now, so if we don't get any, external bearish pressure, if we don't get any major bad news, economically or politically in the world, I think that we're going to rally much higher than this, right? And I think, 4,000 we spoke about yesterday, but I think 5,000 is a very realistic possibility as well. And I think 2 weeks ago I posted about Ethereum to 10,000 as well, which, if this current institutional demand and demand growth, especially, if that continues and we actually do get Ethereum staking in the ETF and the Ethereum ETF opens up to more and more customers and retail and institutions in the United States, we can easily get there, all right? And Ethereum itself, I would say, has also done some great developments in terms of their operations, etc., and in terms of their network. So long term, I think we can get there. But in this video, I wanted to focus a little bit more on the short term. I mean, Ethereum has been rallying for a very, very long time right now. And at some point of time, we're going to get a pullback. All right, it happens. I'm not sure when the last time was that we had price action like this. I mean, even February 2024, which was the last time that Ethereum was really sustainably bullish, we still had pullbacks, right? We still had red days. And right now you can see we had one red day in the last 2 weeks, and that was Saturday the 12th, right? So then we saw some de-risking. So at some point of time, we are going to pull back. But the fact that we are seeing so many green candles here, I think is more of a reason why we will continue to see green candles, which is also confirmed by the technicals, but we'll talk about that in a moment, right? And we'll also do a recap of what I said yesterday. But no, so at this point of time, I am bullish on Ethereum. We broke above to get into the technicals, because we have spoken a little bit about the fundamentals now. But speaking about the technicals, we broke above this massive resistance level at 3,600. I said over the course of the weekend, I expect a pullback from there, which ultimately we did get a pullback from there. But then yesterday, luckily, in a video, what I said, and for that, we're really going to zoom in, right? So we're really going to dissect the price. But what I said yesterday morning, right? So yesterday morning, I think the price was right here, right? So what Ethereum had just done, it had just broken above the value area high that we created with the balance on Friday and Saturday, right? So it broke above this level right here at 3,650, 3,625. And it did that with quite a lot of momentum, all right? Especially for a Sunday. So what I said yesterday already is that, if over the course of the next 16 hours, I think that's what I said, if we're still trading above that, then the breakout is real. And I think that over the course of this Asian session today, which again, the Asian session is an amazing session for Ethereum, we actually have been able to get quite a lot of volume in, quite a lot of agreement between buyers and sellers that the break above the previous highs we made right here and above the value area high right there was a real and sustainable break. So then, and you can also see on the higher time frames, we got a high time frame breakout above that level at 3,600 as well. And then the lower time frames, we got great price action here. I mean, you can see we pulled back a little bit over the course of, when the Asian session started, but we got a very shallow pullback. And I would argue, as long as we're holding the area around 3,650 as support, for me, that's kind of the bullish line in the sand, right? So that needs to hold for me to stay bullish on Ethereum. And at this point of time, given the price action that we've seen over the course of today, but also given some fundamentals around the market and around Ethereum, I would say we're not even going to touch that, right? And if we are, I think we're going to hold that. So that leads me to believe that we are going to rally up higher. And then when I say that we're going to rally up higher, my obvious price target needs to be right here around $4,000, a little bit higher probably, but let's say between 4,000 and 4,100. So that's what I'm going to tell you. Look, ultimately, I think you should be cautious, and I think you should be aware of 3,650. And if we get some bad news and we drop down below that, it's pretty major. But for now, it's absolutely most likely that we're going to rally up higher. I don't see enough of a reason to suspect a pullback yet. At some point of time, definitely coming. Right now, unlikely in my opinion. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know regarding Ethereum for now. So for now, have a great day. I'll be back with a middle of the day market update later today, but that's it. Take care and bye.